Yeah, yeah, we a lot going on, but all of it positive. And, new father and coming off knee surgery and everything that on the baseball side. So
Everything's still good with the knee since we talked to you?
yeah, we've got some really good work down here. I've been down here for a week and a half now, working with Brian Abel and the rest of the staff, and there's been nothing to kind of hold us back. So we're kind of ramping it up. I hit on the field today and been throwing. So I think we're gonna sprinting will be the next kind of hurdle, and I think we're getting to that.
Mark, when you first got here, you joined a very veteran team, and the guys were already established. Now, when you look around, I mean, there's a whole lot of new faces. How strange is it for you to kind of be through that transition?
Yeah, when I think about it, it's a little weirder. I guess, for example, I was probably 7 or 8 years older than anybody in the cage today, but it's really good. What I like most about this is there's a lot of competition, and I think that's one of the best things that can happen to any club is to have a lot of fighting for positions. I think that's going to get the best out of everybody, and there's hardly any spots that are really totally wrapped up here. There's a few that are probably spoken for, but a lot of it's kind of wide open. So we'll see how it goes.
You mentioned energy at FanFest among the players that were there. How has that shown itself since you've been down here among the people who have arrived already? Coaches.
I think there's a lot of guys that are ready to work, ready to learn, and I think that everyone kind of understands where we're at as a team, and the challenges that are going to be coming. But especially for some of these guys, like I mentioned, that are in the mix for a spot, they're going to fight it out, and you want them to fight it out till the end of spring, and whoever probably plays the best will get that job, and that usually gives you a chance to have a pretty good season too. It's a confidence builder to win a spot out of spring, and I think that we're going to be better for it.
Do you think that you're at a point in your career where, obviously you'd like to be competing for a division title right now, but that you can take some pride in watching and helping see guys grow around you during a season like this?
I think so. I think the best thing I can do is play to the best of my ability, and fight for a spot just like everyone else. Because at any point, I think that is always a good thing to know that. Nothing. You don't want anything just gift wrapped to you in this game. At least me personally, I like to always feel like there's somebody coming up behind you. But I'd like to see a lot of the steps that these guys take, especially ones that don't have any experience at the top. And it's a fun process to see a guy on his first day, and then maybe wrap up his first year and then second year. And we got a guy like Trey comes to mind for that, and you're seeing him grow, and it's going to be. This spring will be a time for him to start probably doing some of his own leadership and helping the guys that are a little bit younger than him.
You talked about, when you were coming up, whether it was Torrey or Glaus or Eckstein or any of those guys, kind of taking you under wing, kind of helping you, showing you the way a little bit. Do you feel kind of a responsibility to that? And if so, I mean, do you just kind of let it happen, or do you make a point to talk to some of these younger guys?
I try, and especially I like talking hitting a lot, so I'll chat somebody up and see what they worked on this winter, especially with some of the new trends that are out there, and people seek advice from some of the guys on the cutting edge of swings and angles and things. So that's cool. Sometimes it's how to kind of navigate your way through your first big league camp. What's some do's and don'ts, but if I set a good example, I figure there'd probably be some people watching at times, and that's why it's important, because these guys are soaking up everything they see from the few veterans that are around here. So it's if you're doing it the wrong way, they're probably going to follow you, and that's not what you really want, I think.
You mentioned obviously you'd rather be competing for a division title. Do you think about on July 31st you conceivably could be doing that if you are healthy and playing well, that you might be one of those guys?
Sure, that's anything is completely possible. What I do know is that I think especially our starting rotation is capable of going out and doing some really good things, and I think these guys have done it before. And I still believe in this age of some of the pitching stuff's a little trending differently, but good starting pitching, it's invaluable. So if these guys kind of play to their norms, we're going to be a really a team that's capable of a lot better than maybe we did last year.